Ray, shoot that one.
I'm trying.
That one.
I'm trying.
Come on, it's double points.
Oh, I'm going to level up.
Come on, 20 XP. The chest. Open the chest over there.
Where?
Not there. No, there. It's in the corner by the... Never mind.
Maybe we should play a less stressful game. I don't need to be breaking any toys in my man cave here in some fit of rage.
Or we could hop in the car and drive up to Manchester, New Hampshire to sit with Ralph Baer, the father of the home video game console. Hello, I'm Jeff Belanger, and Happy New Year. Welcome to episode 281 of the New England Legends podcast.
And I'm Ray Auger. Thank you for joining us on our mission to chronicle every legend in New England, one story at a time. So many of our story leads come from you. We love when you reach out to us through our website and our super secret Facebook group to share your own local tales of ghosts, monsters, aliens, roadside oddities, and weird history. Please stay involved.
Yes, please do. Make it your New Year's resolution. Now, before we go searching for the man who sucked our lives away with countless hours of pixelated mayhem in Manchester, we want to take just a minute to tell you about our sponsor, New Auger Herbals.
It's a new year, and that means it's time for resolutions.
It is.
Time to trade in those expensive and sugary drive-through drinks for something more healthy, but still warm and satisfying.
Now, if you want to fight those food cravings as you work to eat better and exercise more, check out See Less of Me Tea from New Auger Herbals.
See Less of Me is an herbal blend of all natural ingredients designed to make you the best version of you ever. This is the year to look good and feel better, and it all starts with what you put in your body. Be sure to treat it right.
You know, Ray, after the overdose of cookies and drinks this holiday season, I'm dealing with a major sugar crash right now. So I've been reaching for Wind Dancer Tea from New Auger Herbals. It helps keep my energy up the natural way, but it's still a warm treat when I hit that afternoon slump.
Let New Auger Herbals help support your healthy lifestyle. Check out the New Auger Herbals website to see all of their great products, and you get 20% off your order when you use the promo code LEGENDS20 at checkout. Visit newaugerherbals.com. That's NUWATI herbals with an S.com.
Okay, Ray, let's hit the road for Manchester.
So, I've played a few video games in my day.
As have I.
I'm old enough to remember playing Pong in my friend's basement as a kid.
I've played Pong, too. If these kids today could see those graphics,
They'd laugh and laugh.
they would. I know Pong can't hold a candle to Xbox or PlayStation or any of those systems. But at the time, man, it was magic. Sitting in front of a television set and playing video games.
So much better than dumping quarter after quarter at the arcade.
Yeah, but back then, the home graphics, I mean, they weren't nearly as good as the real arcade.
Well, sure, but any port in the storm, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we'll make a right up here onto Stark Street.
Got it?
And we'll pull into this huge parking lot. Try to get near that small park by the edge of the river.
Okay.
So this is Heritage Park.
Well, it's not very big at all. There's some steps leading down to the Merrimack River, some trees, just a few feet of grass, and then Heritage Trail runs alongside the river. It's basically a brick walkway. And I see a few park benches as well.
Yep, that about sums up Heritage Park. So we're heading to that park bench right over there.
You mean the one where the guy's sitting? Oh, wait a minute. That's a statue.
That's the statue we're looking for.
So there's a bronze man sitting on the edge of the bench. He's got his legs crossed, his sleeves are rolled up, and he's wearing a shirt and tie underneath a sweater vest. Looks older, maybe about in his 60s, and he's wearing glasses. By all accounts, he looks kind of nerdy.
He does. But check out what's in his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost missed that. He's holding a little box with some dials on it. It's like an old-time game controller.
This is the memorial statue to Ralph Baer. He's considered the father of the home video game console, and it's his fault we've wasted countless hours of our lives playing video games.
Well, thanks a lot, Ralph.
So to find out how he did it and why this statue is here, let's head back to 1966 and meet the man.
It's the winter of 1966. Lyndon B. Johnson is president of the United States, and the Beatles are on the top of the music charts with their latest hit, We Can Work It Out. The television show Bonanza is #1 in ratings, and about a year ago, America began sending armed forces to Vietnam. It's a troubled time, but also a time of innovation.
Ralph Baer is working for a company called Sanders Associates in Nashua, New Hampshire. Ralph is an engineer, an electronics whiz.
A little more about this electronics wizard. He was born in Germany in 1922. His family fled the Nazis just before World War II, and he came to America to help the Allied war effort. When the war ended, he fell in love with this developing field of electronics.
Baer is a tinkerer. He likes to build things, and he has the ability to look at something everyone knows and see possibilities of what it could be. In 1966, Baer began looking differently at the television.
Now, television is huge. Every U.S. household must have one, and they ain't cheap. A new Zenith color television will set you back about $500.
Television networks are vying for your attention with programs, news, sports, and anything else they think you'll sit and watch. And consider this. Here in 1966, 93% of American households have a television. Just 16 years ago, in 1950, that number was just 9%.
So it won't be long before the number of U.S. households with a television will be about 100%.
Nope. TV is here to stay. It's already replaced the radio for the place people go for entertainment and information. So Ralph Baer is looking at the television and wondering, what else can we do with this thing?
Back in October of 1958, physicist William Higginbottom was working at Brookhaven National Laboratory. Higginbottom used an oscilloscope to create a novelty game where two lines could hit a digital ball like tennis. Now, he made it for fun. They put it on display for Visitors' Day at the laboratory, and everyone was captivated with this game.
So the idea of a video game has been floating around for a few years now. But not everyone can afford or really would ever even buy oscilloscopes just for a game. But a TV, as we just mentioned, everyone has a TV. So Baer needs a device that can use a television as a monitor. He writes a proposal for an interface to his employers, Sanders Associates. Well, they approve it, and they give him a budget of $2,500 and the help of two other engineers. So Baer gets to work. And he develops a device he calls TV Game Unit Number 1.
Not the most innovative name.
No, not at all.
The console is the size of a portable radio. It has two large dials on the front. The dial on the left allows you to select the channel. The dial on the right is the game. Plus, it has 5 smaller knobs below those for levels, video, and sound. The controller is attached to a wire and has dials on a small box.
But the best part of the interface is that the box can attach to the 2 screws in back of your TV where you connect an antenna. You turn on the TV, turn to the right channel, and
we're basically playing video tennis on the television.
We are. Wow.
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 Yeah. You want to go do something else?
Yeah, sure. So, though this rudimentary game has lost our interest, it's obvious to Ralph Baer that there's a lot more that can be done with this idea. In 1967, Baer starts filing patents for his game unit.
And he continues to make improvements and enhancements. In 1967, he develops a light gun. It's a rifle that shoots light at the screen in a target practice game. And the game console now has a new name.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, he's calling it the Brown Box.
I still don't love it.
Me neither. The Brown Box has program cards for different games. It's clear to everyone that Baer's home video game console could have a big future.
It's especially clear to the Magnavox company, who licenses Baer's Brown Box and releases it to the public in 1972 under the name the Magnavox Odyssey. Cost about $100.
Now, that's a good name.
Yeah, not bad. And from here, an industry is born. There's ping pong video games plus 27 other games you can play on the Odyssey. The console is a hit.
And when something is a hit, someone else is going to try and get their slice of the market. And that brings us back to today. In years after the launch of the Magnavox Odyssey, more game consoles would come to the market with names you may recall: Atari, Coleco, Nintendo,
Sure.
Sega,
Yep.
PlayStation, Xbox, and so on. Today, the home video game market is a $220 billion industry.
Whoa, that is huge.
The statue was placed here in May of 2019, just about 5 years after Baer's death. He was 92 years old and lived long enough to watch the video game industry explode into what it is today.
You know, Ralph Baer did invent one other game that every child of the 80s knows about.
What's that?
I got one right here. Check this out.
No way. Simon.
Yeah. In 1978, Baer introduced Simon. 4 panels, yellow, blue, red, and green, that light up and make sounds in random order while you try to repeat the pattern for as many steps as you can remember until you choke.
I feel like the person who sucked away that much time from so many people deserves more than just a statue sitting on a bench.
I get it. Well, Ralph Baer also has a permanent exhibit at the Smithsonian Institute featuring his brown box console. And as you mentioned, today this is a $220 billion industry. And it all started on the back of the nerdy man depicted in this statue in a small park on the banks of the Merrimack River in Manchester, New Hampshire.
I love stories like this, a small spark that turns into something huge. And that brings us to After the Legend, where we take a deeper dive into this week's story and often veer off course.
We often do veer off course. After the Legend is brought to you by our Patreon patrons. For just $3 per month, our patrons get early access to new episodes, plus bonus episodes and content that no one else gets to hear. We can't do what we do without them. We appreciate how they help with our hosting costs, production, marketing, and everything else it takes to bring you a new podcast each and every week. You can help the cause by heading to patreon.com/New England Legends to sign up. Make it your New Year's resolution.
There you go.
So just a couple of technical things here.
Okay.
Sanders Associates would get acquired and change their name to BAE Systems, which you may have heard of. And also $500 in 1966, which is what we told you TV cost.
Yeah.
Would roughly be like $4,400 in today's money.
Wow, that's a markup.
So, well, no, but if you think about it, that means the price of TVs have really come down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
500 today will get you a big old flat
But I didn't
screen.
realize 500 was 44 now. I mean, that's a big jump.
That's what inflation would look like. And so 1972, when the first game console went on sale to the mass market for about $100, that would be about $700 in today's money.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if you consider that a PlayStation 5, I checked this morning, is about $500, and an Xbox One is about $400.
Yeah, we just bought one.
Oh, congratulations. Holidays?
It's a good thing it wasn't 1972 that we bought it.
No, you would have spent, it would have been like $4,400 about that.
Yeah, it was a Christmas and birthday. No, birthday present, actually.
Nice.
Because his birthday's a week after Christmas.
Now that we're back here in the man cave,
yeah.
The amazing thing, we should take a picture of this, I guess, and post it.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
I can see an Atari, a Coleco. Is that Coleco on the left over there?
No, that is...
No, over here.
Oh, over here. You know what? I don't know what it is, but it's very similar to Bear's original piece.
Brown box, yeah.
It's got it's brown. It has the 2 knobs on the side, but there's stuff in the middle. So I'm going to grab it.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Okay.
And while you're there, I can see the Nintendo 64 on the wall over there. Ray's got games and figures and all kinds of things all over the place. I thought that was a Coleco when we walked in.
No, this is a Telegames.
Oh.
And I haven't really done much. I did some research and I couldn't find a lot on it, but it does have. It's brown and it's got tennis, hockey, handball, and practice.
What's the difference between tennis and handball?
I don't.
Yeah, probably.
They want to say they have 4 games here.
Yeah.
And it has these little controllers that come out with a wire on it that are built into the box.
So that was like a total knockoff.
This is a cool piece. I had the box for it, but it wasn't a very popular game.
No, never heard of it. Because we were digging in for research, and I saw all kinds of different consoles, but not
Sears and Roebuck. So this was sold by the Sears and Roebuck company. You could only get it was like a Sears exclusive.
You know what else is gone now?
Sears.
Sears and Roebuck. They're all gone.
And I clipped the wires off the back and just so I could display it. So it's probably not worth.
It was
anything.
worth $1 million. Now it's worth $100.
I want to say I did set it up when I first got it.
Yeah,
and it just wasn't working properly, but it did turn on.
Do you remember your first home game system?
Yeah, it was Atari.
Atari, yeah.
I don't want to say we didn't have Pong.
No.
I know that. I played it somewhere.
Me too. I played it at like a friend's house somewhere.
But once I got into that, it was like, well, Atari's out now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you mean I could play Battle or whatever the tank thing is?
Pac-Man.
Where now it's yeah, I know, but Pong
tank.
went to tank where now you had a couple barriers and it was a tank shooting that ball across the screen instead of just the 2 lines. And it was horrible because I have somewhere I have the game, the small unit that has 500 games in it.
Sure.
And I'm like, let's just play this for fun, Jack.
Yeah.
And we're playing it, and it's god awful. It's like you play it for like at the beginning of our little thing.
doesn't
You play
hold
for
up.
a few seconds. Like, this is not fun at all.
Yeah, but back then, okay.
Oh, my God.
I got
Back
two words
then?
for you, Ray. 2 words for you. Atari thumb.
Well, yeah. Well, now it's texting thumb, but
Right,
yes.
right, remember? Like, so these stupid joysticks were anything but ergonomical, and we would play so long, and you'd be hitting the button so many times that you had an arthritic thumb at age 8.
You know what's funny about that is that was practice for what we do now. Now, kids today who didn't grow up with Atari
Right.
thumb can't handle texting.
Right.
They got to stay home from school because their thumbs are all jacked up. We grew up with that.
Right.
So now next time you yell at your kid for my thumbs hurt. Hey, when I was a kid,
We've been working
that's
on
how
this
we played games.
our whole life. That's how you defeated Space Invaders. Yeah, I remember when
I remember getting a turbo or whatever that was, a thrust in Atari. I mean, in Asteroids, and that just threw you off course, and you were like, you had to stay in the middle.
So I had Atari, and then eventually got the Nintendo 64.
You went from Atari to Nintendo 60. Well, I guess
Probably, yeah.
Oh, then there was Super. Yeah.
And then, so remember, like the most wild innovation in games, the mind blower, like for up to all of human history, from cave dwellers to that 19 whatever, you could only go right in a game. Remember?
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
You could only go to the right. You couldn't go to the left, right? You had to only go right.
Yeah.
And then once you could go left and up and
Yeah.
down. I mean, I remember when you could go in like multiple, I mean, all Atari games were like north, south, east, or west.
Right.
That was it, right?
Right.
You couldn't really, well, I guess you could go diagonal in like Space Invaders. But diagonal was a big invention.
Sure.
And then going to the left, you were like, whoa, I can go back?
And then like a 360 view once like PlayStation and
forget
Xbox came out. Yeah.
And now you're putting on helmets with like virtual reality.
We have one of those too.
It's amazing.
It
like,
is. It really
and it
is.
all started, this guy who lived in Manchester, which is why the statue's there. You know, how cool. Like, he just had this idea, looked at a television and said, well, if this is going to work at home, people need a monitor.
Yeah.
And I got to use, this is one that's already there. How do I make that work?
I got to go back to some of the documentaries I've seen in recent years because I don't think this guy's getting enough credit.
No, I mean, the statue, it's this little park behind this giant building in Manchester. You kind of got to know it's there. And even if you know it's there, I mean, you could walk right by it and go, huh, what's he holding in his hand?
Right.
Like
It just could be a piece of art.
Right. Every
all.
time you sit down and you play your Xbox or your PlayStation or whatever you play, right? It started with like that guy going, how do we get this into homes? And it's amazing.
I got to take Jack to this,
so
this
cool.
statue.
Yeah. I mean, amazing. So, favorite all-time game?
Galaga.
Galaga.
Love it.
All right.
I love the arcade version.
Yeah.
Although I'll play it on my phone if I get a chance, but I love the arcade version.
So once computers got good enough to start playing games, I remember the first game that sucked me in was a game called Myst, which
know that one.
it was like you didn't shoot anything, you're just trying to solve puzzles and like and you needed a notebook, like you had to take
Oh,
notes,
really?
like you're exploring these incredible worlds. The graphics.
What system was
incredible.
this?
Oh, this it was a computer. It was on.
Oh,
it was on
okay.
my Apple
game.
computer in
Yeah.
like 19.
I never got into the computer games.
94, maybe
Yeah.
95. And so I just remember I was home from college for winter break and I started playing it one night. And I just remember turning around and going, uh-oh, the sun came up.
I've been there.
I forgot to go to bed. You know, I played all night, that thing. And then at some point I realized, like, okay, the only way out of this is through it. I have to win. Right? Like, can't talk, Mom. I'm busy.
Right.
What are you doing up there? You writing? You're going to be a writer one day? No.
No.
Just leave me alone.
I'm going to be a failure, a complete failure, because I spent all my time doing this.
I spent, I think, a week. I barely slept. I barely ate. I
Yeah.
played that game until I won it. And I was like, this is the only way I can be free.
Yeah, that almost well, a different situation, but Tom Hanks almost went. He did go crazy in that movie, Mazes and Monsters, for spending too much time on a game.
Right.
But still,
The
you
game-
could have been that.
So, isn't it World of Warcraft that actually had a support group to get out?
Oh no, I
Like
didn't
it
know
was
that.
so addicting. I've never played it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I remember hearing like there was support groups to break your addiction to World
No
of
kidding.
Warcraft.
Probably one of the biggest computer games, I would think.
Probably ever. Yeah. And I mean, but I know because like once in a while, especially in the winter, I'll sit down. I got sucked into Fallout 4.
Oh yeah,
Which takes
Jack
place.
plays Fallout.
It takes place in Boston.
Yeah,
by the way.
I think he's playing that one.
Greater Boston.
Yep.
I got sucked into that world, and one of the things about that game, and it's not unique to that. As you save it and you go back, it'll tell you how long you've played, how many hours and minutes. Right? It's like
Nobody needs to know that.
right, at some point you're like, oh my Lord.
My phone tells me that sometimes. Like, I'm spending that much time on my phone, but a phone's a little different.
Turn that
playing a game.
Don't tell me how long I'm in this world and not doing other things that I could be doing, like exercising or working or anything.
Now, games are different now because you have to buy upgrades as you play. Yeah. And I don't like that. I like putting and you have to download the disc.
Yep.
Or the number they give you. Mm-hmm. I liked putting in Madden and just playing a couple games.
Sure.
But now you got to pay for uniforms and this and that. If you don't have to, but you can. Like, I need this skin. Skins are really
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Like, you're paying real money for a digital skin.
That's it.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah. I don't think you could resell them either. I think once you have it, that's it. You just wasted 99 cents on a helmet.
Amazing.
With a smiley face on it. It's crazy. Jack's always like, I need this song. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can put songs in games now.
It's incredible how far it's come, and obviously it's not done. It's a huge industry. Some of the games are so good. The writing is so good. I mean, they pull you into a world and a narrative with great actors.
Yep.
I mean, real actors.
Like The Walking Dead, I think, has everybody in it.
Right.
Jack's playing that.
So you have like real actors doing the voices. You've got real musicians. Yep. Like musicians you've heard of scoring the thing, and you're just like, whoa. I mean,
and you have to put all that stuff together. So the people in the background making it happen is pretty amazing as well.
When people complain about the price of those games being like $50, $60, I'm like, you spend $15 to go to a movie, and in 2 hours it's over.
Right.
4 times that, and then I know how many hours I put in Fallout, right?
Exactly. It's a steal.
It's a steal. It's a bargain of bargains. I'm like, I'm down to pennies an hour. You know what I mean?
You wonder how they can upgrade this stuff, but they are. Like you said, the new Xbox and PlayStation came out, and we bought an Xbox. Took us forever to find one. We finally got on a list that would notify us when they were available after Christmas. So we just got one yesterday. And I just read an article where VR is going to explode this year. So PlayStation will have a new one. Whatever the main one is now has their 3rd edition coming out this year. And there's a couple professional versions that are like $1,200.
Wow.
We have the old set, the Oculus. We have the original Oculus. And it's amazing. I mean, not just games, but you can go to New York City, stand in Times Square, and just look around as people are walking by.
That's wild.
It's a little pixelated in the old version, but it still feels like if somebody's really close to you, you could tell.
So what's funny is, when we look back at Atari with its 8-bit graphic, or was it 4-bit? I don't even know. It was nothing.
4, I think, and then 8. It was 16. Forget about it.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Now we're to 4K resolution.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to have. Our grandkids are going to have. It's going to be insane.
Well, it's going to be us in the game feeling the feels.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be like the movie. You put the suit on, and you're going to be able to feel everything.
Yeah, Ready Player One. Yeah, because already like the Xbox joystick shakes.
Yeah, right.
Right when you're like,
that was cool too.
Bomb goes up, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, you need like a shock in there. That's what we need now. It shocks you, spits water at you. If you're doing a water game.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I bet you it's the suit. I bet you we're going to feel like we're in the experience, like Avatar. We're going to have avatars.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's an incredible thing. And it all started somewhere, and that guy is sitting on a park bench in Manchester, New Hampshire.
We'd love when you get more involved with us as we explore this strange place called New England. Please reach out to us anytime through our website or join our super secret Facebook group. We're always on the hunt for tales of ghosts, monsters, odd history, roadside oddities, and other strangeness. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast and tell a few friends about our show. It's how we grow.
And we'd like to thank our sponsor, New Audio Herbals. Thank you so much to our Patreon patrons. And our theme music is by John Judd.
Until next time, remember,
the bizarre is closer than you think.